जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी को नमस्कार करके सामूहिकता में बंधन लेंगे। We'll all bow down to Shri Mataji and take collective bandhan. अभी हम अपने दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी के सामने रखते हुए 3 महामंत्र और उसके बाद श्री गणेश मंत्र कहेंगे। We'll now keep both our hands towards Shri Mataji and collectively say with all our heart the 3 Mahamantras and the Ganesha mantra. अभी हम संतुलन कर लेते हैं, जिससे हम हमारे संपूर्ण सूक्ष्म शरीर को स्वच्छ कर लेंगे। We'll now begin with the balancing of our subtle system. सबसे पहले हम अपना दाहिना हाथ यानी कि राइट हैंड भूमि माता पर रखेंगे। First, we'll keep our right hand on the Mother Earth. हम सभी श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप कृपावंत होकर हमारी इड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध करके दीजिए। श्री माता जी, by your divine grace, please cleanse our left channel. हम अपना दाहिना हाथ अभी अपनी गोद में श्री माता जी की ओर करते हैं और अपनी बाई हथेली को पीछे की ओर मुड़ते हुए आकाश की ओर करेंगे। We'll now keep our right hand on our lap towards Shri Mataji and keep our left hand towards the sky. प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध एवं स्वच्छ करके दीजिए। श्री माता जी, by your divine grace, please cleanse our right channel. अभी हम अपना बायां हाथ अपने गोद में रखते हैं श्री माता जी के सामने। We'll now keep our left hand towards Shri Mataji and bring all our attention in the center. We'll pray to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, bring us into complete balance. Shri Mataji, कृपावंत होकर हमें संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। अभी हम अपना संपूर्ण चित्त अपने सहस्त्रार चक्र पर केंद्रित करेंगे. We'll now focus all our attention to the सहस्त्रार चक्र. हम सभी अपना संपूर्ण चित्त अपने सहस्त्रार चक्र पर रखकर श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करते हैं. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप कृपावंत होकर हमारे सहस्त्रार चक्र में विराजमान हो जाइए. श्री माता जी, by your divine grace and blessings, kindly reside in our सहस्त्रार चक्र. श्री माता जी, हमें निर्विचारिता एवं निर्विकल्प स्थिति प्रदान कीजिए. श्री माता जी, kindly establish us into thoughtless awareness and doubtless awareness state. इसी अवस्था में हम अपना संपूर्ण चित्त अपने सहस्त्रार चक्र पर रखकर अपने सहस्त्रार चक्र से श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे. In the same state of meditation, we'll now listen to Shri Mataji's speech through our Sahasrara chakras by keeping all our attention in the Sahasrara chakra.
A month back, I told Vishnu that you must have a puja arranged. This Sunday. It's a full moon day. And he asked me, what should you call? Is it a Guru Puja? Or is it a Puja for Mahalakshmi? Or Ganesha's Puja? So I told him, call it a Guru Puja. And he asked me later on, much later, when I was going to India, that why not also have Christmas Puja over here? Today is a very important day. Because long time back, when Christ was just a child, he read from the scriptures and declared to the multitudes that he was the Advent, the Incarnation, who is the Savior. They believed that a Savior is going to come. Today, long time back on a Sunday, he said, he declared that he was the Savior. That's why today is the Advent Sunday. He had to live for a very, very short time. So at a very young age, he had to declare that he was the Advent. So it is remarkable to see that before this, no incarnation said publicly that they were incarnations. Rama, of course, had forgotten that he was an incarnation. In a way, he made himself to forget, played his Maya upon himself, to become a complete human being, Maryada Purushottama. And Shri Krishna also only told one person, Arjuna, just before he was to start the war. Abraham never said that he was the incarnation, though he was the incarnation of primordial master. Dattatreya himself never said that he was the incarnation of the primordial master. With all these three forces acting through innocence, came on this earth to guide. Moses never said that, though they knew he was great. He had overpowered nature. But he never said that he was the incarnation. At the time of Christ, one felt it was necessary to say, otherwise people won't understand. If at that time they had recognized Christ, there would have been no problem. But still, human beings had to evolve further. Somebody had to cross the Agya Chakra in the Virata to go through that door. That's why Christ came on this earth. It is most surprising that in this tree of life, when the roots give out the shoot and the shoot gives out the branches and the branches give out the leaves and the flowers also blossom out of the same tree. Those who know the roots do not want to know the shoot. Those who know the shoot do not want to recognize the flowers. This is typical human nature. I never said about myself, because it was felt that human beings have now achieved another dimension of ego. Even worse than at the time of Christ. May you blame anything. You can call it industrial revolution because you were away from the nature or whatever you may call it. But human beings had lost all contact with reality. They were identified with artificiality. And to accept such a great reality is going to be impossible for them. That's why I never said a word about myself. Till, of course, some of the saints told about me. Some of the possessed people also told about me. And also people started wondering that how the most difficult thing of Kundalini awakening takes place with that speed in the presence of Mataji. There was a temple in India and nobody knew about it. But they found that the ships which went near a particular spot were drawn towards the shore. And it was difficult to ply them back, and they had to put double force to take out of that attraction. And they did not know that there was something that was acting. They thought there was something wrong with the depth of the sea. But invariably it happened to many ships. Then they wanted to find out, after all, what is happening to those ships. Why all the ships suddenly start getting attracted towards the shore? So they tried to find out. And when they went into the jungles, they found a big temple. And on top of the temple was kept a huge mass of magnet. So through rational understanding, people reach the point that Mataji has to be something exceptional, because nowhere in the scriptures written down anywhere that such an incarnation came on this earth, whose mere glance, even thought, can raise the Kundalini. Many saints who are away from the madding crowd, sitting in the jungles, on the Himalayas, all know about it. Because their awareness is at a point where they understand. They understand much more than you do, because you are still children, newly born. They are grown up. But today is the day I declare that I am the one who has to save the humanity. I declare I am the one who is Adi Shakti, who is the mother of all the mothers, who is the primordial mother, the Shakti, the desire of God, who has incarnated on this earth to give its meaning to itself, to this creation, to human beings. And I'm sure through my love and patience and my powers, I'm going to achieve it. I was the one who was born again and again. But now in my complete form and complete powers, I have come on this earth not only for salvation of human beings, not only for their emancipation, but for granting them the kingdom of heaven, the joy, the bliss that your Father wants to bestow upon you. These words are to be kept within the bounds of Sahaja only for the time being. And today is the day of Guru Puja, not my puja, but your puja as gurus. I anoint all of you as gurus, and today I will tell you what I have bestowed upon you and what great powers you already have within you. Among you, there are people who are still not being able to recognize my announcement will work it out within them. The recognition. Without recognition, you cannot see the play. Without play, you cannot have confidence within yourself. Without confidence, you cannot become Guru. Without becoming Guru, you cannot help others. And without helping others, you are not going to be in any way happy. So, to break the chain is very easy, but to build the chain one after another is what you have to do. This is what you were all wanting to be. So be confident and be joyous and be happy that all my powers will protect you, my love will nourish you, and my nature will fill you with peace and joy. May God bless you.
In any place where we want to start our work or do anything about it, because His innocence, and innocence was created before everything else was created, is the most powerful power, I should say, innocence. And then we'll do the Guru Puja, which is actually the Adi Guru, the primordial master, incarnated on this earth many times and as you know, as Dattatreya. He was born as Janaka, Nanaka, and many others. That principle is within us, and that is very important, that we should develop the principle of Guru Nanak or Janak or any one of these primordial masters. Because if the spirit is the master, we have to become the master of ourselves. And the power of masters are that they are the essences of the innocence of the creator, of the sustainer, and the destroyer. They are the innocence of all these. Out of them, this great personality, innocence of these three personalities was created, this great incarnation. And their innocence is shown by their detachment to things. They live everywhere, just like other human beings, married, living in the families, but absolutely detached. Unless and until this principle is awakened in you, you cannot do sajna. First of all, this principle of Guru must be awakened in you, which gives you balance. And then the ascent has to be brought in through the spirit, the Atma. That is done by the Shakti, by the Kundalini herself. She is the Shakti, she is the womb. She is the one who nourishes, first of all. She nourishes. That power within us, nourishes all our chakras, by which she cures our mental, emotional, physical, spiritual being. Because sometimes we bow to wrong type of people, our spiritual being is also very much hurt. And after that, after she has achieved that, then she ascends through your continual movement and gives you the self-realization. So it is she who is the giver of your moksha. She is the one who is the giver of the peace, of the joy. And this mother of yours resides in you, and she gives you the realization. So we worship her as the power within you, so that you are empowered. You become power. But this power makes you the master. When she comes in the void area, she makes you the master, because she enlightens that Guru principle within you, and you become the master. You become the master of yourself, and by that you become the master of others also. The one who is not the master of oneself cannot be the master of others. So it works out first of all on you, and then it radiates. And that radiation makes others also accept you as the Guru. That dynamism and that compassionate attitude all develops through this Guru principle. But this is the blessing of the Kundalini, the womb, the mother, the one who we call as Aquarius. This is residing within us, and we have to just accept her manifestation and welcome her with open heart, and know that today is the day when we are expecting human beings to rise to that level where they become compassion, love, affection. This is the new awareness with which we are going to be completely fulfilled. And unless and until that happens, there is no chance for the emancipation of humanity. No doubt about it. We have worked out so many things in so many places, and every place I find has a different problem. The most difficult I find is America. It's like Mathura, where Shri Krishna had to go and establish himself. That was the kingdom of Shri Krishna. And where Kamsa was ruling. So the people in Mathura were the most difficult people because they were governed by devils. And the devils have a capacity to dominate good people. They are also dominated that even where Shri Krishna lived, they tried to go and harm him and kill him and all. And all the dynamism of these people from Mathura was killed by Kamsa, who was to be killed by Shri Krishna. Surprisingly, the first day I came to New York for the puja, the first day it was written, Parivartani Ekadashi. Now, Ekadasha is the power with which the people are going to be destroyed. Now that is Parivartani, it is the one by which you are going to be transformed. So how is it the power that is going to destroy is going to transform you? Firstly, it will destroy all that is oppressive, all that kills your dynamism, all that makes you slave. That is going to be destroyed. Secondly, people will be frightened, the half-baked ones who are neither here nor there. That will be destroyed. And that awe will change. Thirdly, when you see that your kith and kin are going to be destroyed, then you will have much more compassion, much more tolerance for them, and you will try to save them. So that is what it is, where Shri Krishna had to raise a complete mountain on his fingertips, like this, on the right side. Govardhan Dari was called. That is what is my job here, is to raise the mountain, I think, and place it on my fingertip like that. But this finger has to be strong, and this finger is nothing but the Sahajogis of America, and they have to help. By their dynamic behavior and by their proper understanding, responsibility as the people belonging to this great nation of fatherhood. This is the finger of the father. And that fatherhood has to be dynamic, has to be overpowering, and has to be very responsible. And in that responsibility you learn so many things. So that's my job is, that's my goal is. She asked me in the TV, what is your goal, mother? I didn't tell her that I have to raise a mountain on my finger. She would never have understood that. But that is what one has to do here, to raise the mountain. And I find it's like that, mountainous. And the base of the mountain seems to be Houston, which is the most difficult part of it. They just don't move. They just don't move. It's jada. It's very, very tamasa. It's so full of ignorance and so full of heaviness. That is the most difficult part. And that's why, for Houston especially, we should do a nice puja to the Kundalini that she rises in Houston. May God bless you. Can you get me the handkerchief?
Get the names. Today it said it's Anant Chaturdashi.
Huh?
Anant Chaturdashi.
Today? Ah, that's great. Yes, must be. I was wondering. Ananta Chaturdashi. Ananta Chaturdashi is the day when we Visarjan dissolve Shri Ganesha in the water. उस दिन गणेश जी को छोड़ते हैं ना पानी में, because he's established for 10 days. And after 10 days, he's born on the 4th. After 10 days, he's dissolved in the water so that everywhere his power is spread through the water. That's why no wonder there was a flood. Ganesha settled down into the water. That is Ananta Chaturdashi. Ananta is Sri Ganesha. Ananta means which cannot be destroyed. Innocence cannot be destroyed. And that is why is the Ganesh Chaturdashi means the day when Ganesha is dissolved in the water, in the ocean, or he is created, worshipped for 10 days and again given back. So it's a very great day today, I should say, like the resurrection of Christ, that you had Christ here, he lived with you, and then went back to his Father. Father is the ocean. And that's what in India they do. They establish him on the 4th day, and on the 10th day they put him back to the ocean.
We used to do the same thing in our school.
Pardon?
Also, we used to do the same thing in our school.
Huh?
We used to do the same thing in our school.
He did the same in his school. They used to make the Ganesha and then...
Really? What school?
It's in Gawali on a fort. So we used to have a statue and 4 of the guys we used to carry them on.
And then he says...
But
no one understands. They just do it without understanding what they are doing about it. So it's a thing is even in India, how many people know about Ganesh? No one knows. Maharashtrians, they worship him a lot. But they don't know much about it. They don't know how much is important, what he represents, how did he came on this earth, nothing. We have become very superficial that way. But at least it keeps your attention by doing all these things there. You see, this is the advantage of in India. The children have to be a little bit pinned down to a thing. They, by festivals and all that, they try to then find out what is this, what is that. The attention is more there, not outside so much, you see. That's the thing.
इसी अवस्था में हम थोड़ी देर ध्यान में जाएंगे. We'll meditate for a while. जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी को आज के ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन के लिए धन्यवाद करते हैं। We will thank Shri Mataji for today's online meditation. Shri Mataji, आपको कोटि कोटि प्रणाम. Infinite salutations to you, Shri Mataji. We will now bow down to Shri Mataji and take collective bandhan.